Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Thomas is out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot. And for the Pacers, in the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. And it's Jackson in at the 5. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Here's Hartenstein. Edey with a screen on Mathurin. Pass to Edey. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Thomas. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Williamson. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. Pass to Hartenstein. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Here's Mathurin. And the layup's good off the glass.
And using that body to his advantage. Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Thomas. And he really played well against Denver. Outside, Jones. Williamson, 6 to shoot. The rebound by Halliburton. And so it's Haliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the inside, Jackson. The layup off target. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. He possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
The first free throw is good. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight. Outside Jackson. And Isiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jackson, a screen on Thomas. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Outside for Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And this is where Williamson is unstoppable from close range.
Here's Mathurin. Zion Williamson making his last shot. For 3, Siakam buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. Thomas
surveying the D. Takes it off the glass.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
A putback, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
And the dunk by Williamson.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton for 3. Edey with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isiah keeping his teammates involved here.
So it's the Pacers now. It's a 5-point game. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in the league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And Chicago has possession following the score by Indiana. Back to Thomas. Jones sets the pick for Thomas. Inside, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is tough action to stop. Hartenstein is a great screener and mobile enough to make you pay.
Pacers trail by 5. Siakam outside. Pulls up on the elbow. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas, that's good.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Lopez is checked in for Chicago. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Here's Nembhard, still without a basket. Siakam takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 6. Over to the wing. Hartenstein finds Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 6 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Now here's Jones. Lopez outside. Mr. Williamson. It's rebounded by Indiana. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, This was a competitive matchup for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Nembhard's shot is good. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Leading by 5. Outside, Jones. Williamson outside. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Thomas. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. And now a 9-point Chicago lead. Indiana's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Halliburton. That one goes. Count it.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
Halliburton against Thomas. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. It's stolen by Jones. High post Lopez. It's Thomas on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Lopez, a screen on Halliburton. Fires the 3. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Thomas. And Chicago leads by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With a new group on the floor. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. In third, the Pacers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Heisman, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Thomas passes to Larson. Back to Thomas. Over McConnell. Thomas, no good.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Martin with the bucket.
He found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Outside Thomas. Count the basket. Thomas got 10 points.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pass to Wiseman. Back to McConnell. That's good from 17 feet away.
Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Larson. Launches it. Toppin pulls it in. Now here's Neesmith. He's defended by Bay. Toppin, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Thomas. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell, some last season stats for him. Averaged about 9 points a game last year, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
Siakam is checked in for Indiana. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. Kicks it out to Siakam. Misses the 3. Outside Thomas. Driving the lane. Stripped it away. Isiah Thomas has been on display for Chicago. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And, guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Jusuf Nurkic, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Toppin. Scoreless thus far. Pass to McConnell. Rejected by Nurkic.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Nesmith. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Williamson. Now Nurkic. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, my goodness. He just explodes off the ground. Zion going up to get that oop and finish.
Here's McConnell. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Toppin. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Now Dinwiddie. Vanderbilt, a screen on Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Williamson. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He has yet to score. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie Laporte. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And it's Martin missing.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Williamson right side. Williamson double team. Pass to Larson. And again, no good by Chicago. Martin against Williamson. And it's Martin missing. Here's Larson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pacers trail by 7. Martin kicks to McConnell. It's good from long range. McConnell's got 5 points so far.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that you can afford to give him.
McConnell against Dinwiddie. To the inside. Williamson double team. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Pass to McConnell. And here's Martin. Now here's Toppin. Off target from outside. Tim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively.
Here's Dinwiddie trying to end the drought, and Vanderbilt finishes it off. Vanderbilt's got his first points of the night.
What a great pass. It was on time. Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
To the paint, here's Martin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Nothing on the board. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Martin. 4-on-3 break. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Williamson in the post. Covered by Siakam. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Down low. Here's Williamson, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Williamson's got 12 in the game.
Well, that was nice right there. He didn't rush himself. Williamson used up the clock and showed great patience.
Siakam passes to Martin. Here's McConnell. Siakam a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's McConnell, and again it's Indiana.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Martin. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 12. On the wing, Christie. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Nembhard. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here's Indiana. They're on a 14-6 run. Siakam, high post. Jackson kicks to Halliburton. Thomas with the steal. Pass to Edey. The 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
3 points.
Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Mathurin. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Thomas against Halliburton. Shoots. Thomas, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now, here's Siakam. Coming off 31 points last game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points. Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
And And so Thomas will bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Sean Chirani, who's calling in with a good story. Sean, what do you have?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Toppin, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Well, with his size and a soft touch to go with it, that's an easy bucket.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Now we get a chance to look at Tyrese Halliburton.
Coming off a terrific season, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Toppin with the steal. Mathurin against Christie. Nembhard with it. Toppin sets a screen for Nembhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Christie. To the wing on the left. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the clock. The fader. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
So what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Oh, emphatic. And good to see Mathurin getting aggressive and finishing there with some force.
Kicks it out to Jones. Over Mathurin, and it's Jones. That time on the assist from Thomas. Thomas got assist number 8 here in this one already. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Jackson. Uncovered. And the jumper is on the mark. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Edey. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Indiana. Toppin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's just a 3-point Chicago lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Out to the right wing. Outside Thomas. Edey with a screen on Halliburton. Back to Edey. Shoots over Toppin. Edey can't hit. Pace of shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Toppin. Now Mathurin. Over Hartenstein. And it's Mathurin missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Edey with a screen on Halliburton. There's Thomas with the 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Chicago leads by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Isiah Thomas having a dominant impact in this game.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Pacers trail by 3. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. Outside, the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now, here's Thomas. That one's not going to go. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. For the tie, Chicago grabs the miss. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lets a floater go. And the basket by Jones.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
To the middle. Here's Mathurin. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists in the game. Halliburton against Thomas. Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Over Mathurin to the left wing. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to it.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 16. Pass to Hartenstein. Clock at 6. And here is Williamson. Williamson double team. The rebound by Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They trail by 1. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Now, here's Halliburton. for the lead. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Outside Thomas. Pass to Williamson. Now Edey. On the 3 off target.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Hartenstein against Siakam. Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice timing on the pass from Siakam, hitting the roller in stride.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here is Thomas. He's got 16. Down low. Here's Williamson, and the rejection by Jackson.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
That's good from Halliburton.
And at 6'5", Halliburton possesses great size at his position, which he uses so well to exploit mismatches.
Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Siakam. Five on the clock. Count it. Good. Siakam's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Williamson. To the wing right side. Right wing to stop the run. And that one hits back iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Vanderbilt kicks to Williamson. Outside Thomas. Williamson a screen on Nembhard. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
2 shots. Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Max Christie, he's checked in for Chicago. Siakam against Vanderbilt. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you, Kevin.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Indiana. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. No good from outside. Chicago trails by 4. Now Christie. He's covered by Halliburton. And Thomas, here we go. Lopez. He gets it in there. Lopez has got his second basket of the night. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Lopez, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Lopez. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 18. Count that one. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Siakam outside. The offensive rebound. Halliburton for 3. No good there. And so Thomas will bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. Pass to Larson. Jackson against Lopez. Outside Thomas. Over Jackson. It's Chicago with another bucket. For Indiana, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Vanderbilt against Siakam. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Thomas. Lopez outside. Pass to Larson. Halliburton against Thomas. For the lead. Here's Larson. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third. Siakam, that's good.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Halliburton against Thomas. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Larson. Drops in the tray. Larson's got 5. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. Almost entirely new group. Norkic checked in for Lopez. Nick Richards comes in for Vanderbilt. Williamson is checked in for Christie. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Thomas. Now here's McConnell. He's got 7. Pass to Neesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. McConnell against Dinwiddie. Williamson outside. Over Neesmith. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Pass to Toppin. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading. Williamson up top. Toppin covering and finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Here's McConnell to the inside. Now here's Toppin. Toppin a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Neesmith. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Here's Larson. He has 5. Dinwiddie finds Richards. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 3, Thomas Bryant.
1:10 left to play in the third. Williamson right side, 6 to shoot. There's a good screen. Williamson double team, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Jones checked in for Bryant. Toppin passes to Nesmith. And here's McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. Back to Nesmith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Williamson. Williamson double team. Puts up a deep 3. Dinwiddie outside. Williamson outside. Clock is at 3. Here's Larson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
For his position and scoring prowess, Zion certainly puts up good assist numbers.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Chicago leading by just 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our... Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So for Chicago right now, Max Christie out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Lopez in its center. Now, here's Nesmith. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. Now, Nesmith for 3, Siakam. And the 3 ball is good. Siakam's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Indiana. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Christie. Lopez right side. Back to Christie. Over Martin. The shot's good from Christie. And Chicago leads by 1. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
In the corner, it's Martin. Offline with his 3. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. Lopez, a screen on McConnell. Lopez outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Siakam against Lopez. Pass to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Here's Christie. And here's Nurkic. Back to Christie. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Martin. Siakam outside. McConnell scanning the floor. Back to Siakam. Outside for Martin. 4 on the shot clock. Drains the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Playing inside out. That's a great read by Siakam.
Pass to Christie. And here's Nurkic. Toppin covering. Dinwiddie outside. The wide open look here for Lopez. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Siakam outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Christie. Now, here's Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. Back to Christie. From outside, off the mark. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Toppin throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Nurkic. Bay wide open, and he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Bay's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now here is Martin. To the left side wing. Toppin passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding the hot hand.
Chicago calls timeout. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. And now Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Hallie, thank you so much.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Mr. Williamson. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game. Toppin can't get it to go.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, at 7 feet tall, you don't need much verticality if you're Isiah Hartenstein. That must be nice.
McConnell with it. Now Thomas defending. Neesmith can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 3. Down low. Here's Williamson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now here's Neesmith. Toppin kicks to McConnell. And stolen by Thomas. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Hartenstein passes to Thomas. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Now Edey. Here's Hartenstein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. The drive by Siakam. That one goes in. Siakam's got 7 points here in this quarter. And so Thomas will bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pacers with the rebound. Toppin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Halliburton finds Toppin. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Here's Thomas. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and off the glass. Thomas got 24.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Siakam. Throws it down.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Chicago leading by 5. Thomas. Pass to Edey. Williamson looking it over. It's Thomas on the wing. Thomas with another miss. The Pacers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And Andrew Nemhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Free throw good, Thomas. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Over Hartenstein. Here's Jackson. From down in the low post. It goes.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Here's Williamson. Edey outside. Now Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Halliburton with it. Now Siakam. Edey with the steal. Nemhard against Thomas. Now Edey. Here's Hartenstein.
Unreal.
Oh, what a finish.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Well, that could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Siakam. Jackson a screen on Jones. Put it down hard!
Watch out below.
Woo! And he jams it in.
A perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with great timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Thomas with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Williamson. Williamson double team. Now Hartenstein. Outside Thomas. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton. Down low. Halliburton puts it in.
Huge finish from Halliburton. From the moment he entered the league, Tyrese has been clutch.
Williamson is screen on Halliburton. Here's Williamson. Oh, what a play inside.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They double-team Siakam. Now Halliburton. Jackson. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They've held a 12-point lead early. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Double team on Thomas. Now Jones. Rocket 2. Shoots the 3. Jackson with the rebound. Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
Still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Now in the court for Chicago, number 00, Max.
And here are the Pacers now. 6-point game. Mathurin. It's good.
And this is a test for Mathurin. And he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team riding his shoulder. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Siakam fires. The 3 doesn't go. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance.
Bad boys shut them down again. Another team doesn't score 100 points.
They show just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Isiah Thomas.
Bad boys defense shutting them down. They go to 10-0. And now, after this game, they'll match up with Kobe Bryant and Team Mamba. That's their next game they'll play. Let's take a look here at the stats. Both teams, fairly even game. Just came down to big plays down the stretch. However, I will say the turnovers really made the difference. As look at the point. Look at the points off turnovers. They're 20 points off turnover. They both had 10. Well, they had 10 turnovers. They had 7 points. Bad boys had 11 turnovers. They got 20 points off of them. So that's the good thing about having good team defense. Even when you make a mistake, you can get back and make good on it. Pacers didn't get to the free throw line that much. They didn't get there at all, really. Of course, you take a lot of jump shots. It's hard to get there. Let's take a look here at the Pascal Siakam had a great performance, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Halliburton got shut down by Herb Jackson. Herb Herb Jones. We put Herb Jones on to start the game. You guys go ahead and check out the description of this video. I make the highlight point that we were going to start Herb Jones on Halliburton because I felt that matchup with Isiah Thomas would be too much for him because of the size difference. And it really made the difference. We put Herb Jones on him. It really shut Halliburton down. Held him to 9 points. He had 11 assists, though, but he didn't score well. Isaiah Jackson did a good job. Matherin showed up. Toppin showed up. Well, we shut down Halliburton. That's the guy you got to key in on. You got to key in on Matt. You got to key in on Halliburton, man. He's the guy that makes that team go. You slow him down, you slow down the Pacers. Isiah Thomas, what else is new? 29 points for Zeke, 13 assists, 2 steals. Zion got going. Edie. Business as usual for the bad boys. just shut people down. No frills basketball. It's not exciting all the time, but, man, they just play good basketball. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights here. Let's start with Zion. Zion got it going early, but he kind of faded off in the middle portion of the game. Came on late, though, with some good buckets. That's a tough fadeaway right there. Siakam in his face. That's a tough shot. That's a tough shot. Let's check out Lopez. He had some big 3-pointers in the third quarter. Nice play right there in the fourth quarter. Find his man. Tell you, man, that pick and pop with Isaiah and Lopez is like, it's almost unstoppable, man. Because Lopez is such a mountain of a man. It's just like the way it was with Bill Laimbeer. Like, they set that high screen and roll, and he pops out. You either play Isaiah for the roll, or for the drive, or you stay up on Lopez. And either way, it's just like you pick your poison. And Lopez is such a good shooter, man. It's a nightmare. Now let's go to Isaiah. Find the big man inside late in the fourth quarter. Man, just trick Siakam right there with double clutch layup. Found, look at that pass. Mid-range fadeaway. Hook pass. Steal. Pass in the corners. There's that play again. I told you there's that play. Find Brook Lopez for 3. Bad boys just, man, they are serious, man. And they go to 10-0 on the season, guys. 10-0. They are taking on all. Look at who they've beaten, man. These ain't no weak. Cleveland, Team Larry Bird, Dallas, Atlanta, Team Diesel, OKC, defending champions. They shut them. Look at that. They held OKC to 86 points. 86 points. They took Charlotte out. Then they just took out Philadelphia. Denver the night front. Now, that was an exciting game. And that was high scoring, 129 to 126. But they beat them by 3 points. And now you just saw that. Now their next game will be up against Team Mamba and Kobe. So that'll be on Monday night there on November the 10th. But yeah, guys, they are they are hot. Now, switching gears here, as hot as the bad boys have been, Team J, who's up next, have been cold. They have lost their last 2 games, and they have looked bad doing it. Remember, in Portland, it came down to the wire. They lost the game because they couldn't get the ball inbounded. That's embarrassing. Then they come out the very next game against Houston and get their butts kicked. Look at that score, 130 to 89 at home. That was a home game, right? They got their butts kicked. Now they turn right back around. No rest. Have to go and play the Orlando Magic on the road. And it will not be an easy game because Paolo Banchero and Wagner and Desmond Bane and Suggs feature one of the best offenses in the NBA. And when they are on, they are a problem, let me tell you. So I'll see you guys for that game coming up here shortly as we begin and continue the NBA Legends series here. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning and a good day. Take care.